And we are live. And there's nobody here because Daniel's party is still going on. I have no idea how much longer it will be going on, but I'm going to be here for an hour anyway because that's what I do. Unless nobody shows up, but I certainly hope that people show up because I would love to have people come and visit. But
I think my brain is thinking I'm going to forget this. You want anything special in your tomato and cheese?
no, just the normal seasonings,
Okay.
like salt and pepper and stuff.
Okay.
I once tried it with Worcestershire, and it wasn't as good as I expected.
No. Okay. I usually put mayonnaise, little mayonnaise, little mustard. Sometimes I put ranch in it, but it doesn't. It didn't do real well with that.
Okay.
Some basics.
I'm live now, so
Huh?
I'm live now, but I just started. So
Oh, sorry.
No,
Sorry,
I just
guys.
started, so it's okay.
Sorry, guys.
So, okay, hello. We have some people here. Thank you for coming. Daniel is doing his monetization party right now, so we might not have as many people. Hey, Dana, glad to see you. And Nixie Pixie and Kenny are both here too. But, because Daniel's doing his party, we might not have as many people as we normally have, and that's okay too. So right now we're just going to make small talk to start out, like we always do. What's on your hook? What's in your cup? All that sort of thing. What are you planning for dinner? Because it's a little early for dinner. Oh, some of us, depending upon where you live, you might still be planning lunch. I keep forgetting because it's only 2 o'clock here. I am working on, this is my second attempt at a sleeve for my moss stitch cardigan. I'm going to finish that puppy this week if it kills me. That's not going to kill me, but I really do want to finish it this week because I've been working on it for far too long, and I have other things that I want to move on to. I have several other patterns that I'm going to publish this week, including one that I will publish today, which is a rectangular version of the lacy corner-to-corner triangle shawl that seemed to be very popular, especially because Fiber Spider did a tutorial on it last weekend. So, in fact, hold on a second. This is what that lacy corner-to-corner rectangular shawl looks like. And at the suggestion of our dear friend Laurie Armstrong, I added the same picot edging that was on the on the triangle shawl. So, yeah, this is going to I'm going to publish this one today, and I have some others that I'll publish this week. I have some packages that I need to get out. Also, I want to thank everybody who came to my Hat Not Hate party on Sunday. We had a good time, and it was lots of fun. And let me just take a second and say who the winners were. Okay, the earliest correct guess for the number of hats completed, and the correct guess was 78. So that was Darla Antonio. She has not contacted me, but I have reached out to her. The closest correct guess for the amount of yarn left over, which really wasn't very much, it was less than 240 yards. So the closest correct guess from a subscriber was Viviana Sandy. There was another guess in the same amount, but that person, I think because of her settings, did not show up as a subscriber. So I had to take the one who did show up as a subscriber. Hey, Freaky Geek! I offered this Christmas blanket, which is a work in progress. It's still not finished. As a prize to someone who would sponsor, hey Proverbs! As a prize to someone who would sponsor all the postage involved with the prizes for, as well as the package that goes to Lion Brand for Hat Not Hate. And that was Gina Barnett. Julie Chaffee Mazza won my design sample for my corner-to-corner lacy triangle shawl. And Pastel Dreams won the design sample for my semicircle Alicia shawl. So we had a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. So it's noon there in Colorado, working on a cardigan. Oh, a project bag. Those can work up really fast, and they're like really useful gifts, and for your own use as well. It's funny. I keep finding bins with completed objects or finished objects from a year or two ago that I had forgotten were there. So there are some project bags there. In addition to the Hat Not Hate shipment that I need to send off, I should probably send another package off to Melanie for her mother's foundation. But I'll contact Melanie about that. If not that, then there are other places that would gladly accept this stuff. So let's see what else is going on. Looks like we have 8 people here. That's pretty good. There are days when we even days when other people are not conflicting when we get 8. So I think we're doing pretty well. So let me tell you about the topic for today. The topic for today is crafting for charity. It's a repeat topic. I've done it before. So I would invite everybody to tell me about your favorite charitable organizations to craft for. And I will run a list of mine. But it's a very appropriate topic, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it doesn't have to be there. Because I just did the Hat Not Hate thing. And the Hat Not Hate thing is still going on. They extended their submission deadline to September 13th. So I don't know if I'll get any more new blue yarn. There is some blue yarn that I have that I did not count in the numbers. It was not in my yarn box. And then I received some blue yarn last Tuesday, the day before the contest was over. So I did not include that in the numbers, but I have made hats out of it, in fact. So, yeah, this is my Alicia Stitch hat. I did this specifically to make samples with this yarn because it came from a distributor, and they're going to put my pictures and links to my patterns on their website, I hope, if they like the pictures anyway. So this is another hat that I made with yarn from them. This is the rice stitch hat. Both of these patterns are on my blog, by the way. So let me just make sure that... Just put that post up, that link up for my blog. So I have a ton of hat patterns. I'm going to update this pattern. It's called the rice stitch hat. I'm going to update that pattern and make a new post about that because I haven't posted in the blog in far too long. So I need to keep that going. I agree. Nixie Pixie says that local homeless shelters and food banks and clothing banks are good places to donate. I would certainly agree. Even those boxes that they have, like in shopping mall parking lots, where people can donate clothing and stuff. You could just drop it off there. You could take it to Goodwill or Salvation Army. Our Salvation Army, we recently took a bunch of stuff, and they were so actually overstocked that they didn't accept all of it. But I think it went to Goodwill anyway. I prefer shopping at Goodwill over Salvation Army. And since I've done so much shopping at thrift shops, I don't want to pay retail for anything. I'm sorry. That's all there is to it. Well, I have a list of some charitable organizations, and actually I include them in all of my in the descriptions for all of my videos. And you know, one of them, of course, is Hat Not Hate. Another one, it's basically an aggregator of different clever freaky geek. It's an aggregator for links for other charitable organizations, and it's called warmupamerica.org. All one word, Warm Up America. So I think that's a good place to start. Of course, Hat Not Hate is a good place to start, and anything local to you is always a good place to start. There's a story about someone who wanted to go to India and work for Mother Teresa, and Mother Teresa turned her away and said, basically, go do the same work where you live. Freaky Geek, I do like retail therapy, but I like retail therapy at the thrift shops. I mean, I like finding a pair of jeans for $4, or a polo shirt for $4, or a button-down shirt for $4. That's not so bad. I have a nice pair of Bass loafers that I got for, I think it was $8. So I'm not complaining about that. And then the only thing I pay retail for really is yarn. By the way, I have merch like this at my Etsy shop. Anybody else want to talk about your favorite places to donate? Another one on my list is Comfort for Critters, which they will basically connect you with pet rescue organizations and shelters in your area so that you can donate knit and crochet goods to them, like blankets and even sweaters, if that's what you make. It's been a long time since I made a dog sweater. Maybe I'll make another one. Maybe I'll try to design one. Yeah, I think that's a great organization. comfortforcritters.org. And of course, all of these links are already in the description. But don't click them yet. You've got to stay here with me. Let's see, here's another one. It's called the Red Scarf Project, which does student care packages for, if I understand correctly, it's like lower income students who are going off to college who might not have everything they need, but you know, it helps them with clothing needs potentially, also school needs. I don't remember all of the details, but it's certainly worth our attention. Here's one called Afghans for Afghans, which basically sends Afghans to Afghanistan because it gets cold there. And Afghanistan is decimated by war and poverty. So, whatever your thoughts are politically, you cannot turn your back on humanitarian needs. That's my thought, anyway. And I'm sure there are lots of people around the YouTube streets who do not share my particular worldview, and that's okay. Because I'm not going to argue with them, because I don't argue. Because I don't argue well. Let's see, there's another one. It's called, the URL is hospice.org, where you can find ways to benefit hospice organizations in your community. I think making it local is very important. Something like Hat Not Hate is on a nationwide level, although sometimes there are local organizations that sort of channel it, or regional organizations who act as a channel. Oh, hey Joe, glad to see you. What I win, lied. So Joe, we're talking about crafting for charity. This is a repeat topic, but I think considering the Hat Not Hate efforts, that project that I have just completed, I think it's very appropriate. Hey Judy Eng. So anyway, actually, while you're all here, I had a few announcements I was going to make. First thing, I always forget to do this. I want to do it at the top. I do wind up doing it in the end, but I want to thank all of my subscribers, all of my Patreon members, everybody who has shown me generosity, and a lot of people have shown me generosity in ways that surprised me. And so you're all very important to me, and I wouldn't be here without you. Because contrary to popular belief, I don't, like to blather on and on unless there's an audience, because somebody's got to laugh. Anyway, exactly, Nixie Pixie. If we help our own communities thrive, it spreads. By the way, I haven't done this yet. I'm going to put the link if anybody wants to come up here and join me. So, what else? You all know my YouTube schedule. This is a Topic Tuesday. People have given me some great suggestions for topics that are coming up. A week or two ago, we had great fun when our topic was dad jokes. We laughed and laughed and laughed. So I'm going to do that every 4, 5, 6 weeks because it's so much fun. And I found an Instagram page that is solely focused on dad jokes. I've been watching a lot of dad joke videos where like two guys will, it's almost always guys, will face each other off across a table and try to make each other laugh, and if you get the other guy to laugh, then you get a point. But if you laugh at your own joke, he gets a point. So it's and there are some dad jokes out there. I mean, there's no better way to say it. There are some real dad jokes. That's what makes them so much fun. Hey Joyce Chapman, glad to see you. What else? This is not really an announcement, but I'll just mention that tomorrow, Andrea, also known as Gwenny Square, and I will be going to meet Ezra, also known as Pivy Does It All, because Ezra is, I think, with his family, vacationing nearby, because I'm in coastal North Carolina. So they are visiting nearby. So Gwen Square and I are going to go up and have lunch with Ezra. Won't that be fun? And then in 2 weeks, I'll be going up to my old stomping grounds, and I'll meet up with Granny D and whoever else we can get to come up. Actually, since Ezra lives in Charlotte, he will come up and meet us too. And anybody else in the area, they're certainly welcome to come and join us. And so that's not really an announcement, but that's lots of fun. Also, I have mentioned I'm beginning to make travel plans for that men's fiber retreat in at the end of September. I posted that I had made a plane reservation, but I tried to do it on the cheap, and then when I found out, because I was flexible with destination and dates, and then when I found out what it would cost to rent a car from that destination, and then to additional nights lodging and all of that stuff, I wasn't saving any money. I was actually spending more than I would have. So I might be driving up, which will affect my posting schedule, because I don't do 14-hour drives like I did when I was in my 20s. So it'll be a leisurely drive, let us say. So it will affect my posting schedule. But I'm looking forward to having a really good time. It will be great fun. And people have been very generous in supporting me towards that goal of that men's fiber retreat. And on top of having fun, the idea is also to meet more men in yarn and to become a better content provider, and perhaps even a better crocheter, because I'm always open to learning new skills. So it should be lots of fun. What else is going on? Let me see. I had a bit of an agenda when I did the thing on Sunday. Patterns I've got going up, that sort of thing. I talked about that. Yeah. Hey AJ, thanks for coming in. I know you were over at Daniel's. I know he's probably still going. I hope he is. But I came over here because this is what I do. I was over there for a while. And let's see what else. AJ, if you want to come up, here's the link. What else do we talk about? Oh, hooray! Hey, glad to see you.
Yeah.
Yep. So our topic today is crafting for charity. It's a repeat topic for me, but it's always relevant.
Oh yeah.
And it's relevant especially because of the Hat Not Hate project that I'm completing. And we've been talking about different things. A lot of our discussion has been about focusing on needs in our own communities.
Yeah.
And a lot of the resources I have been naming really are websites where you can find ways to channel your energies and your donations toward organizations in your own communities. It's the same organizations that I have in the description of every video that I post anyway. So, what's going on with you, AJ?
Not too much. Just working on Mama Snuggie.
And how's that going?
Good. It's like 6 inches long so far.
Cool. And you actually did finish the wifey blanket?
I did.
And the other blanket as well?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
And then the sweater.
You made a sweater? Oh, that's right. I remember now. Oh, you were making you finished that one. The sleeves and all.
Yep.
I'm working on a sleeve right now for my moss stitch cardigan.
Mhm.
So see, it's got the moss stitch going on there.
Nice.
And I prefer to do my sleeves bottom up.
Yeah.
A lot of patterns they start you top down, but I like being able to do this back loop only single crochet ribbing as a starter. But yeah, this is my second attempt at this sleeve. I had to frog the first attempt, but yeah, sleeves are, as they used to say in the corporate world, an opportunity for growth for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think I have a good plan for it now. I think that when I reach the length that it needs to be, it will also be the width that it needs to be, because I have a planned expansion thing going on.
Oh, that's good.
So, and sometimes I can be very controlling about those things, and it has to be perfect. Actually, that was one of my topics one day, was where do you draw the line? Just how much of a perfectionist are you? And how much can you let go? And it's different for different people. For me, it's different depending on what I do and what kind of a mood I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Dana agrees that doing ribbing first on the sleeve is a really good way to do it. I like to do it. I prefer doing it that way. So, and then I need to figure out something to do for the bottom line. Not that I necessarily need to do something for the bottom line.
Yeah.
Although I was looking, she posted a sweater this a week.
Mm-hmm.
It was made with granny squares.
Yep.
They were ribbed granny squares, and I thought that it looked great. And of course, I immediately thought of ways I could do it my own way.
Yeah.
Because that's how I am. But I liked it a lot, and it looks like the construction will be easy. So, what are you looking for? Anything I can help you find?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I was talking to wifey.
Oh, hi, wifey.
Hi.
So, how are the kids doing? Are they home all day since it's summer, or do they have daily activities?
A bit of both. Like the daily activities are done by us.
Oh, no, like day camp or anything?
No. And my son's still in Colorado until Saturday.
Oh, with the grandparents? Great. And how old is he now? 8?
Yep.
Excellent.
Yeah, my daughter's 5.
Yeah, I remember that she was younger. It's remarkable that I remember he was 8. Because most days I can't remember how I got here. And my bedroom's right next door. So, what kind of future projects do you have in your queue?
I'm starting up a beach bag from Bag O' Day.
Oh, cool. And useful.
Yeah, it's gonna have a canvas bottom.
Oh, you mean like a canvas bottom liner or a real canvas bottom?
Like the plastic canvas.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna
Okay,
use
cool.
I'm gonna use a full like 8x11 sheet.
She is cleaning the playroom.
Never just
So,
play with my daughter.
oh, cool. Cool. That
Yeah,
sounds fun.
Oh yeah.
Ginger, the yarn geek, had one. She was showing one, I think it was on Saturday, that she had just completed, or maybe she had found it when she was just packing up things to move. But it was like done with 6 strands of yarn, all in single crochet. I mean, I've double stranded, I've even triple stranded, but 6 at once. Yeah, I think she said she used like an 18 millimeter hook. But yeah, it looked great though.
Yeah.
And when it's that dense, you know, you can. It's good. You don't really need to worry about lining it, really.
Yeah.
I've made some bags that needed lining, and I never did. So anyway, so do you do stuff for donations? Since that's our topic today, or have you donated finished objects?
I have not yet, but I do plan on doing stuff for the Fleeting family here. They do like a baby sea bag, and one of the items in there is usually a blanket.
A baby blanket?
Yeah.
Oh, those are so easy to work up. You can do it quickly with like 1 cake of lion brand mandala or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And you can get an easy pattern like the. My favorite baby blanket pattern is the Which Way Fillet. Fiber Spider does a tutorial on that, although he says it's not his pattern, and it isn't. He based his tutorial on a picture. But also a solid granny square is very good for a baby blanket as well. But I think Lion Brand Mandala is perfect for baby blankets.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, and you know, there are other things like there's the Drunken Granny Square that, or the Drunken Granny Stitch. No, it's not a Granny Square, but Drunken Granny Stitch that. Oh, hey, Granny D. Drunken Granny Stitch that Krista from the Secret Yarnery does.
Yeah.
And then she did another one called the Sober Granny Stitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done the drunken one. I haven't done the sober one. I haven't done either one in a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Leanne. So, we're getting more, well, I would say we're getting more people in here, but the number seems to be going down, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm not about numbers. Well, I sort of am, but, you know, I never get big numbers for this particular live stream, and it's okay. It doesn't have to be about big numbers for this one. Because I get people here. And I'm going to post the link for Brenda, because she's always on at 3 o'clock, and we always raid her when I'm done here. I have to wake up my keyboard first. So, there we go. We have plenty of time anyway. So, anybody else want to talk about organizations that you do donations for, whether it's your yarn goods or anything else, even if it's hours. Oh, hey, Yarn Nut, Gia. Hey.
Too close.
Oh, Gia.
How are y'all?
This is one of my hats.
Hi, Nitsy. Is it Nitsy Bitsy? Oh, I love that hat, David.
Thank
I
you.
love it.
Thank you. I have to update the pattern that I have on my blog because the one that's there does not have this ribbed top to it.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
So it's ribbed and goes out, and then it's rice stitch all the way down.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
And then this.
Hi, Dana. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, yeah. Gorgeous.
This is another hat that I did with yarn that Gia sent me.
Oh.
And both of these were done with the Ice Brand macaron yarn.
Oh.
It's for the Alicia stitch hat. I normally use a little bit of a lighter weight yarn than this, but it still worked out, very nicely.
I was wondering about that yarn. I was thinking about getting some myself, so it did pretty good, huh?
Yeah, it works just fine.
Good.
It works, in my humble opinion, I think it works better for the rice stitch hat than for the Alicia stitch hat. But still, I would have no qualms giving this to someone to wear. Because it worked out just fine. And let's see. This one is. Oh, I made a rice stitch hat in the blue yarn too.
Oh, wow! That it's beautiful. That blue, I like that blue.
Yeah. And she says she's going to do more yarn kits with the macaron yarn.
Yeah, it's about time for me to order some more ice yarn and stuff.
Okay, I made another hat with the white one. But I don't remember what this pattern is, or even if it was my pattern. I might have made it up as I go along. As I was doing the hat not hate hats, and I was just trying to churn them out. I was just making them up as I go along.
Yeah.
And they all turned out fine.
Yeah. I do that sometimes. Start crocheting and then I don't know. I need to start writing my patterns out though. But see, I got it in my mind, and then I got to get it out of my mind. So I start crocheting, and then I start writing it. That's my system. I'm not saying my system works all the time, but
that's one reason I really value having testers more and more, because they help me to find spots where I need to express something better. And that's a big thing for me, because I used to do business writing for a living, so I'm all about expressing things clearly so that everybody can understand them. So it's always really good when someone asks me a question or asks for clarification. And then I'll update the pattern, send the new language, and people will usually say, "Oh yeah, that's a lot better." Usually.
Yeah. I got a couple of testers I can trust.
Yeah. I've got some favorites. I have two, I think. Two really good favorites. Fiber Spider has done some tutorials with my patterns. I won't call him a tester, but he does give me feedback.
That's awesome.
So he did one just this past weekend, and the response, the comments on his video were just amazing. Just really, really lovely comments. Hey, Jamie. Is Daniel still going?
Hi, Jamie. He's still going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I came from there. So. Yeah, he's still going. Yeah, I think I'm going to put my patterns back on Ravelry. I'm thinking.
I'm going to That's on my
think
list.
I don't like Etsy. They take too much out. Too many fees.
Etsy is useful for the merch for me because the particular manufacturer where I can just design this stuff and and create it. They have like you just push a button and it pushes an ad over to Etsy, and all I have to do is just finalize the ad on the Etsy side, rather than just create it anew.
Right.
And that works out well.
Yeah.
I wish they had more offerings, but
Yeah.
Because
I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. I'm just thinking right now. Because right now I got everything in my community tab, and you can like buy it through PayPal or Cash Out. So
some people have approached
I
me.
think it's what you told me. She's saying Ravelry is safe, so I think I might do that.
It is. It is. I think I will also copy my patterns over to Ribbler. A lot of people like Ribbler. A lot of people don't like Ravelry for various reasons. I sort of want to keep Etsy strictly for the merch.
Yeah.
So that I can just like make that sort of delineation. And I don't really sell finished objects, so I don't have that added complication.
Oh, thank you, Dana. No worries about the first. Oh yeah, that was one worry, but I think you've put that in my mind at ease on that part. I really researched it and everything, so I think.
Dana says she wants to try Ribbler too.
I've never heard that.
So Dana, let's try it together. I've got a membership to Ribbler, but I just haven't done anything with it yet.
What is Ribbler?
It's another place where you can post patterns.
Oh, okay.
You can even put them up, start them. You can create the whole thing in Ribbler, if I understand correctly.
Oh.
Whereas with Ravelry, I do it in a Word document, then I PDF the document, and then I upload the PDF to Ravelry, which works also. But I don't know. Yeah,
that's the first time I ever heard of Ribbler. Might want to try it and do a little tell us about it. Try it out and see.
Maybe I will. Maybe that'll be my topic next week. My experience with Ribbler.
Do they take any? Well, you have to get a membership, right? I guess.
Well, like any website, especially for that sort of thing, you have to be a member of the website. I mean, even if you want to buy something on a lot of them, you have to be a member. Yeah. So I don't even remember when I signed up for it, but then I haven't done anything since. So, Jamie's leaving us. Bye-bye, Jamie. I'm glad you were here. So, yeah. I will try Ribbler. Also, people have been asking me about having membership levels now that I'm monetized, and I'm finalizing those right now.
Yeah.
Stealing a pattern. Honestly, I don't really know, Dana. I know that one reason that that some people don't like Ravelry is that it's too easy to steal patterns on Ravelry.
Oh, really?
I have heard a lot of stories about people downloading one copy of a pattern, like even major retailers downloading one copy of a pattern, either free or paid, and then copying it multiple times, creating kits, even kits for in-store classes, that sort of thing. But creating kits with the pattern, and the pattern creator gets no credit and certainly no money out of all of those patterns.
Oh, that would be a big problem right there.
I remember one time someone bought a pattern of Dana's and sent me a copy of it, and I felt terrible about that because I knew that Dana sells her patterns.
Yeah.
So, but actually, I think I've been entitled to so many free patterns from Dana since then that I haven't picked up on that I think we're probably good.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know you got monetized. Congratulations.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. It's been a couple of weeks.
Are you going to have a party?
I had a party on the 4th of July.
I wasn't here. Oh, well, see?
Yeah.
I wasn't here.
It was fun. It was.
I was back in Tennessee. See? You know.
Dana says I'm a different breed. I hope that's good.
Yeah, you are.
No, I try to be a good person. I'm not always successful, but I try.
Well, I'm working towards that. Hopefully, I'll get monetized by the end of the year. So far,
I think that would be great. I think a lot of people have made a lot of progress this year.
Well, so far, my watch hours is at 1953. So.
Oh, Dana's suggesting I do another party.
Yeah, it's need an official one. I didn't know nothing about that.
Yeah, AJ asked about Labor Day.
Tennessee with the grandbaby.
Yeah, I have one. My next marathon live stream is scheduled for Labor Day. I don't have anything scheduled for September, but then I've done 2 in July. So we could turn the actually there was a little bit of money floating around in the chat, but I would love to have seen more. I would always love to see more.
Yeah, that's the truth. Thank you, Dana. Yeah, I'm working hard toward it. Trying to get it done. Yeah.
I was driving really hard to get the hours and everything, and then I've been easing off a little bit since then because I'm focusing on like the patterns and the merch and all the ancillary stuff. I need to. I did modify my schedule a little bit. Hold back. Stop doing Thursdays. This week I didn't do Shout Out Saturday, and nobody seemed to notice.
Doing your live. Yeah, I've been throwing some lives in and like here and there, but my main one's on Fridays to help out with my watch hours. Because she said, Dana told me the more lives I do, the more watch hours you get.
That was my experience. I did a lot of lives for that reason.
Yeah. So
and I still enjoy doing them.
Yeah.
I mean, my 2 favorites are the lives and the interviews. Speaking of which, Dana, you owe me an email.
Well, thank you, Julie. I'm going to have to start. I think I'm going to start interviewing somebody. That way I'd have something to do. Because I'm running out of stuff to talk about.
Well, a good thing about interviewing people is that you get their public over to your channel.
Yeah. All right. So I need to. Yeah.
And people have asked me to come up and on their to be interviewed, and I've had a good time doing those. I did one, well, when Ezra did his marathon live stream for the Trevor Project, which was very successful, by the way. He did really well. He interviewed me for that. And then recently, a week or two ago, I was interviewed by Sandy. No, Connie, Just Another Stitch.
Yeah, Connie.
And that was fun.
I watched her.
I know there have been others, but I've forgotten. I mean, I'm focused on doing my own. I'm always trying to line up more. I meet some amazing people for my Monday Men on Instagram, because of course you can see all the photos of their work, and a lot of it is really, really Dana is wonderful. She has great faith in me. So,
oh well, I hit 2K, and I'm having a 2K giveaway.
I don't have 2K yet.
I'm sorry.
No, I've.
But I was just letting you know that I will have a party sometime next month. I'm having a giveaway.
I'm not doing another big giveaway until my birthday in December.
Well, I think that's the only time I'm going to have giveaways, when I hit that big milestone, each one like that. That's only, I'll have little giveaways here and there.
Exactly. I'll continue like having small prizes on my long live streams, like giving away finished objects. I think that works out well.
Dana said you're getting close.
Getting close to what? Oh, close to 2,000. I've got about 1,650 right now.
Oh, that's
but you know, it's edging up, and you know, I'm pleased with the progress overall, especially when you consider I didn't start posting crochet videos until last October.
Oh, that's amazing. It's not even a year. That is, that's good. That's awesome.
Well, Daniel got it within a month. He just exploded.
Yeah, he did.
But then he got a lot of attention from big name people, too.
In 2 weeks.
Oh, excellent, Dana. Yeah.
Yep. Her 12K. And that is huge. It's going to be big. I can't wait.
It will be fun.
Yeah. That was so amazing when she hit the 12K. That was amazing.
I think it was during this morning's live when somebody told her she didn't even realize she had hit it yet.
She didn't. Yeah. We were sitting there trying to tell her, really congratulating her, and she didn't even know it. Because I guess when you're on StreamYard, you can't see, how much you got. Yeah.
Exactly, Dana. People do come and go. Yeah. And indeed.
That was funny.
To quote the poem, in the room, the yarnies come and go. Speaking of Michelangelo.
Yeah.
But it happens. It happens.
Yeah.
My very first live, I was on for 10 and a half hours, I think. And I lost subscribers during that 10 and a half hours.
See, I couldn't do a live that long.
I don't anymore.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I can stay on for an hour. Because my legs, they go to sleep and stuff. I gotta get up and walk around.
Okay. So in about 5 minutes.
Good.
Sorry? Oh, I don't remember. I got the numbers back, so it didn't really matter that much. But well, they come and go.
They come and go. That's what I hear.
And it's
I know.
You might say I'm an acquired taste. I'm not for everybody.
I'm not either.
So
I try to
everybody
speak my
is.
mind.
What?
I speak my mind. That's
Oh,
what I
yeah.
tell my mom. I did. I spoke my mind when I was at home. My mama couldn't believe words that would come out of my mouth.
I know words too.
Yeah, I spoke my mind because, it was silly stuff.
So in about 5 minutes, we're going to go over and see Brenda, or go back to Daniel, one or the other. I don't have the link for Daniel, but I'm sure everybody knows it or can find it easily.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Okay,
looks like AJ is making lunch.
Yeah, I see that. He is.
Are you making enough for everybody?
Well, I think he's making pork chops or something.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's not for everybody either, apparently. Are we all invite you, AJ?
I like pork chops. It's been a while since I've had them. I grew up with pork chops that were just so overdone and dry and leathery.
My mom is, yep. She had her so, just like you said, so done. It was just, you couldn't eat them, but you ate them because that's all you had to eat.
And you're a Southern girl, so you had your vegetables cooked to death, right?
Right. And
with bacon grease in them.
Right. And you had to eat what you put on that table, or you just didn't get nothing. So I ate. But now, we don't cook that way no more.
I don't like it that way. I like pork chops when they're done appropriately.
Yes.
But even shake and bake was better than that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we like shake and bake.
And shake and bake, and we helped. Not everyone will remember that commercial, but.
Who's Don? Don?
What's going on, AJ? Oh, don't change.
Making lunch.
That's what we figured.
Yeah.
Are you making enough for all of us?
Ooh. Bacon.
Yep. Bacon wrapped pork chop and rice so far.
Pork chops. Okay, with mashed potatoes, gravy. Maybe
we'll be right over.
You got it, Dana.
I like to do pork chops in like a sort of an Asian influenced marinade with like soy sauce and ginger and scallions. Yum, yum, yum.
I just ate. Now I'm hungry again. I just ate. I'm getting hungry again.
I've got a chicken wing over here that I didn't eat yet for lunch.
That's okay. I'm not gonna eat no more. I'm watching what I eat.
Well, I wasn't offering it to you.
I'm watching it go in my mouth. That's how I'm watching. That's so good. Sounds delightful. Yeah, it does.
Oh, the Asian marinated pork chops. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
And then you make white rice with it, and
Oh yeah.
Especially if you like put scallions in the white rice too, or you could cook the rice in stock rather than water.
Yep.
Chicken stock, and it'll have so much more flavor.
Oh yeah.
I love to cook.
He's killing me.
I have a chicken recipe that I got it from a Rachel Ray show that has a creamy sauce with mustard in it and fresh thyme, and you use couscous. Although you could use rice, but you cook it with chicken stock and thyme and fresh thyme. I love fresh thyme. And at the end, you would place in the chicken sauce. You would place sliced grapes, red seedless grapes. Adds a tiny bit of sweetness, but it's not overpowering, and it's It's just delicious. I haven't made that in a long time either. Maybe I'll make it some.
No, I like. Is it couscous? Is that how you say it? I like that.
Yeah, couscous is good. Yeah.
It's a lot better.
Not everybody likes couscous.
I don't know why, because it's not bad. It doesn't taste bad.
It's something you could either do well or do badly. And you can get it plain, or you can get it in a box with a seasoning mix. I remember one time I made it for my mother with using the seasoning mix that was in the box, and I think the seasoning mix made her sick, or something made her sick. But then my mother could will herself to get food poisoning, so.
So I'm going to jump down from here and charge my phone.
Okay, well, I'm glad you were here.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, we should probably close up shop anyway, because it's time to go and see Brenda.
It's 3:00. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Bye, guys. Bye, everybody in the room. Like, subscribe, comment, share, all the standard YouTube crap, and keep coming back.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, and now I'm going to end the broadcast, and thank you all for joining me.